Look, first of all, let me introduce y'all to my hat. This is my hat, right? And can you see what it says? Can you see what it says? Well, let me take it off momentarily and read it. It says Jamaica, Jamaica, right? Jamaica, right? And at the bottom, you got well trees, look like palm trees, right? And there's two words on the hat. Can you see it? And it says one love. This is one love, right? Now, little do y'all know that is one of my heartfelt philosophies when it comes to how I feel and how I support the one love of a people, right? I mean, I embrace that philosophy about one love, right? My love for my brothers and sisters, right, is is the functional equivalent of one love, right? It's called in Swahili moja upenda, one love. You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring that to y'all's attention so you would know that I embrace the notion that we all should be up under the banner, all of us, contrary to skin pigmentation, contrary to political beliefs, contrary to anything, right? That we as human beings must fall up under the banner of one love. That encompasses everything, right? Nothing should be superior to our love for one another as one love, one equal love. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that that sounds corny, right? But could you believe that if we all embrace the notion of one love, where we would, as a people, would be today instead of going through all this nonsense about, oh, he black, oh, he white, oh, he rich, oh, you know what I mean? That goes on and on and on and on. But when you stop and think about the possibility of really believing in there is such a thing as one divine love that came from the creator that we somehow push to the back burner because it's inconvenient for us to work together in the sense of one love. You know what I'm saying? But look, I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how I feel, right? I embrace my brothers and sisters again, contrary to the skin pigmentation of the skin. I don't give a damn what color you are, right? If you real, you know what I mean. If you have a sensitivity toward your fellow human being, man, I'm embracing you up under the banner of one love. And I am not the only one that flies up under this banner. There are a lot of brothers and sisters, right, that believe in the notion of one love. Now, I can go on and on and on about the validity of one love, but I ain't got time for that because I got to do what I do, right? I just want to introduce to you that not only do I feel the need and the inclination to breathe one love, but there is a whole nation of people. This is what they believe in. This is what they say when they greet you in Jamaica. One love. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, when I first saw that, I got some pictures of me standing in front of I want to say a sign that said "One Love," right? And I pointed to the sign, and like I said, I got the pictures of, and I got to send some of these pictures out to some of the brothers, the ancestors that believe in the notion that we all should fly up under the banner of one love, right? So I mean, I'm gonna get that out tonight because I've been procrastinating, putting it off, but I'm gonna do it tonight, right? And it's a good thing that I'm gonna do it tonight because I have already made mention of it to the world. This podcast, this podcast, the Boxers Trainers Channel, is world renowned, right? So there are ears all over the world that hears Jack Daniels of the Boxers Trainers Channel telling y'all that we should stop being ignorant and stop listening to buffoonery and stop listening to this nut. You know what I'm talking about, right? That consistently says that he is flying up under the banner of making America great again. Now, I am here to tell you that that's a bunch of cocky poo, doo doo. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Because even if he had the ability to um, make America great again, right? That's just not gonna happen, right? Because first of all, you got different belief systems in this country, man, and like in Jamaica, the same thing applies all over the globe, right? Either you rich or you poor, especially in Jamaica. There is no middle class in Jamaica, right? Either you rich or you poor, and contrary to what you know what I'm saying, we would want it to be that there is more rich than poor. That's not happening, right? It's the same thing in Jamaica as is here, right? But the difference is there is no middle class. Again, either your butt is rich or you poor. And the majority of people in Jamaica are poor. So therefore you got, I think it's like a family of 38 people is being alleged that rule Jamaica. Same thing in Jamaica, same thing all over the world. A small majority of people rule the world, right? So, I mean, I don't know how in all fairness to humanity, right? That it's okay to believe that you or me should embrace the either you rich or you poor. Man, I ain't embracing none of that, right? Again, I've said this, I mean, a million times before. You got to want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself. Believe that and promote that and push that. You feel me? So don't do it, right? See, now I get to talk about this politics and I just get sidetracked from boxing, right, to a certain degree, because the uh, the heartfelt desire to sometimes push these politics, right, is is just as enlightening, right, as it is about this boxing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I go there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing that I have the ability and the historical insight to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to tell you, it was a time that I couldn't read or write. I couldn't read or write. You know what I'm saying? So to put myself in the position, it's called autodidactic, right? Where I gravitated. How the hell can a person that can't read or write um, uh, use the language gravitate? It's not going to happen. It's not happening, right? So that should suggest to you or tell you that I took the liberty of autodidactic, inspired, and learned something. I did it the Malcolm X way, man. You know what I'm saying? I got me a dictionary. You know, I mean, my historical background could easily be, uh, I want to say, a world-renowned book, right? Because everything that I have did, everything that I have accomplished, I did it pulling myself up by the bootstrap, right, and making it happen, and believing in me, and believing in self. You see what I'm saying? So the notion that oh man, I can't do that because that's the first thing you got to get rid of is that because, right? Because the because, the excuses, and all that nonsense is the thing that hinders you from doing what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a position where you allow an excuse, right, to prevent you from doing what you need to do. You know, I did that for years. For 50 something years, man, I was caught in a whirlwind of nonsense, buffoonery. I was, right? And it got to the point where I said, man, I'm tired of this. This don't work. This ain't worth a darn. You know what I'm saying? And I flipped it. I flipped it. I did that. Jack Daniels of the Boxers Trenders Challenge flipped the script and made something happen, you can do the damn same thing. Let's talk about some boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? It has been alleged that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has filed for bankruptcy, $402 million bankrupt. First of all, before I get into the dynamics of whether Floyd Mayweather is broke or not, let's talk about the bankruptcy allegations right now. First of all, a lot of people will say, "Oh, he broke and this and that and that and this," right? But scientifically speaking, intellectually speaking, right, that may have been a good idea for Floyd Mayweather to uh, get involved with the process of bankruptcy, right? That's what business people do to avoid paying a huge sum of money that they can prevent themselves from paying if they file bankruptcies. Now, you don't necessarily have to be broke to file for bankruptcy. A lot of people, especially the rich and famous, we don't get knowledge of this because who wants to know or who wants to be the person that says they filed for bankruptcy? Because when you do that, you're putting yourself in a position where you kind of like putting a scar on the business aspect of your finances or how you successfully or unsuccessfully work your finances, right? That don't look good for a businessman. Look, Donald Trump filed bankruptcy. Now, this is something that was told me, so I can't really uh, um, uh, say that there is some validity in the statement, but I kind of believe this is true. It has been alleged that Donald Trump filed bankruptcy 6 times, right? But if you listen to Donald Trump will tell you that's what smart business people do. Now, I'm saying that to say this. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. filed for bankruptcy, we should not jump to conclusion, as a lot of people have done, as I started off doing, saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke, right? Now, there is a lot of inferences that would suggest that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke, right? Because, first of all, let me say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. have put himself in a position where, because of the things that he says, the negative side of the things that he said has gotten a lot of people in a position where they dislike Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, I will say some of the things that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has said that I took offense to. Specifically speaking of when Floyd Mayweather Jr. said a couple of weeks ago that Donald Day, Donald J. Trump was the best president we ever had. I almost went berserk, right? Trying to understand, trying to comprehend. Why would he say something like that? It's an unfounded lie. I mean, everybody that knows anything about politics knows that Donald Trump is a fraud. He's not and never will be considered as one of the greatest presidents ever. Now, he could have easily have said second to Barack Obama. I mean, why not Barack Obama? Barack Obama is the first black president of the United States. Why not be associated with the grandeur of a black president and you are a black, undisputed, retired 50-year-old boxer? Some say one of the best that ever did it. Why would you, Floyd Mayweather Jr., associate yourself with Donald J. Trump, knowing that Donald J. Trump has went on the record and totally said that he was a racist? He don't like blacks. He don't like Mexicans. He don't like actually nobody. You know what I'm saying? But specifically, as it pertains to blacks and Mexicans, he don't like them. Muslims, he don't like them. You know what I'm saying? For no apparent reason other than the fact that he's a racist. Now, see, For that reason and that reason alone, I got problems with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because that suggests to me, that infers to me that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not playing with a full deck. He's not a very bright person to be in the position that he is in as a world-renowned boxer, right? And takes the position that this idiot, Donald J. Trump, is the best president ever. I got problems with Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, I'm quite sure that I am not the only one that have a problem with what Floyd Mayweather Jr. said. Now, that would suggest to most people that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is an idiot, right? And that kind of syncs with the fact that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going filing for bankruptcy. See, now that has been said to me that Floyd Mayweather Jr. isn't too bright, so I can understand why Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke. Now, but if you remember correctly, Floyd Mayweather Jr. oftentimes said that he has an awesome team behind him in his business scheme of things, right? So everything is locked in, and they know exactly what they're doing, right? And he constantly says that the perpetrators that lie on him that he broke is bull crap. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. You know, I don't have any factual data to say whether that's true or the falsehood. But I will say this, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. says certain things to people that makes them believe that all that is said in the negative scheme of things is correct. Now, I'm not one of those that's doing that because I don't have enough information to do that, and I would fall in the category of a fool that would say before the world, without any proof, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke. I will say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. during the time of his boxing career, during his ring as a undisputed boxer, not undisputed, unbeaten boxer, 50-0, right? That he was one of the best in the business, right? And I will say, out of all fairness to Floyd Mayweather Jr., that in my opinion, he was one of the best, whoever laced him up. Now, that has nothing to do with whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke, right? Only Floyd Mayweather Jr. can make that substantiation whether he is or he isn't. Right, I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is 48 years of age. He's 5'7" with a 72-inch arm reach. He's a right-handed and orthodox. He has 50 illustrious wins, 27 by knockout. No losses, never been stopped, no draws. Right? Floyd Mayweather Jr. is considered as the one. No, I'm not going to say one of. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is considered as the cash cow of boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Fought Conor McGregor, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. in that particular fight was guaranteed $100 million, but Floyd Mayweather Jr. took in $200, I believe, and $90 million, right? So here's the deal: for people to say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke, right? I mean, he would have to do a whole bunch of mismanaging of money to be broke after all this money that he's accumulated, right? Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. made $250 million off the Pacquiao fight, right? I think the guarantee on that fight was $80 million, right? The 250 coupled with the $80 million would be the pay-per-view residuals, right? Of those fights, same thing with Conor McGregor, right? I think it's 80 million and like what is it, 80 million, 200 million, no, 80 million, 160 million would be pay-per-view residuals, right? So I'm just saying there's a lot of indications that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has made a gang of money, over $1 billion in the boxing thing. And we know for a fact that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has a lot of property, right? He has a lot of, I want to say, assets, right? Now, when we get to my assets, liquid, that's the thing that's of import, right? He has an astronomical amount of assets, but his liquidity is in question. Whether he can put his hands on, say, 500 million. That would be the question when it comes to um, uh, him being or going into bankruptcy, right? If he had 500 million in liquid, right? There's no way in the world he could file for bankruptcy because the court would know about the 500 million, and that's not going to happen. So there has to be some validity in the fact that the allegation that Floyd Mayweather Jr. Is filing for bankruptcy under those circumstances would prove to be true. So that being said, look, I don't like going off into people's personal business about, especially their finances, right? Because it's a personal thing. But when it comes to Floyd Mayweather Jr., and sometimes he could be considered as a, you know what, a whole, right? I don't have too much of a problem with doing this, but I will say this in closing: Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd, here you go. Floyd retired with an undefeated record and won 15 major world championships spanning 5 weight classes from super featherweight to light middleweight. This includes the Ring Magazine title in 3 weight classes and the linear. Damn, this boy, he put work in, man. You can't that. I mean, anyone in the world, you can take that from him, right? Championship in 4 weight classes, twice in welterweight. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I have a problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s behavior, right? The things that uh, comes out of his hole, right? But as far as his boxing qualifications, man, the cat was a monster in the ring with gloves on. I mean, can't nobody deny that fact. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a animal in the ring. He was one of the best tacticians that I've ever seen. And I must add, you know what I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned, I was a hell of a tactician. Contrary to the fact that you know nothing about that, you only have to take my word for it. But I'm telling you, I was a hell of a tactician when it comes to put my hands on my opponent, whether it was sparring or in the ring, boxing, right? I was a hell of a tactician. But Floyd Mayweather Jr. was and still is an extraordinary tactician. The word is tactician in the ring, right? He has, I mean, an unbelievable ability to be agile, right? Slip and, hey, look, who do you know that catches and slips punches like Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Floyd Mayweather Jr. will stand right before you with his hand raised right here and get pow, pow, and slip and roll. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and get off, right? So your timing has to be peaked out to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to work hella hard to get to the point where your body is that agile, where you're doing all these things consistently, right? You catching. I mean, man, look, look at some of Floyd Mayweather's reels, right? He stands right in front of his uncle, the Black Mamba. The Black Mamba, can't think of his name right now, but you know what I'm talking about, right? He's standing right in front of him and catch punches, right? And the Black Mamba with those jab, pop, 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 bobs and weeds. I mean, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? The movement is gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And I say that as an ex-boxer, man. The dude had extra boxing abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen before. Tell me what's that? Other than myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I was pretty agile myself. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, people, look, I got to get off. But I will say this. I really enjoyed myself, you know what I'm saying, talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. And we going to get back with something of boxing import tomorrow because I've been on twice today. And I will say I will pat myself on the back, right? That contrary to the fact that I'm really not where I really want to be with my numbers, right? With my monetization of my platform, right? But I'm gonna get there, man. You know what I'm saying? I am determined to get to where I need to go, right? And once I get to where I need to go, I'm not going to forget about those that tune in to the Box Trainers channel, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, how could a person that's, that is grateful not put something back? Watch what I tell you. Anyway, I'd appreciate it. Ain't gonna cost you a dime. Hit that subscription button. Hit the like button. Ain't gonna cost you a dime. And drop a comment in the comment section and let me know. And look, just let me know if y'all think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. There go my boy, my main man. The ship was there, man. What's going on with you, brother? You see this hat? See that hat? That's where I've been, man. I've been to Jamaica, man. I've been to Jamaica, man. What's that word they use? Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's their favorite word, Jamaica. The ship will sail says, shout out to the ship will sail. The ship will sail said, I don't think he's broke, but I believe he has less money than he should. Oh, okay. That's a pretty fair assessment, brother. Ship will sail. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty fair assessment. Now, I have not really said that I believe that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke. I have not said that. What I have said was that there is a possibility. Yeah, that is true. That's good. And the Ship will sail said, uh, and the Ship will sail is not the only one that said that. Ship will sail said that why he keep fighting expeditions. You know, I'm going to take the liberty to unpack that a little bit, right? Because that is one of the things that uh, 50 Cent says also. 50 Cent said every time Floyd Mayweather gets really, really desperate, he puts on an expedition. So the last allegation that 50 Cent made was a couple of weeks ago. No, I did that about a week ago. He said it's time for Floyd Mayweather to do an exposition because he was broke, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I will say that 50 Cent is more prepared to make an allegation that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is broke far superior to anybody else because Floyd Mayweather Jr. and 50 Cent, contrary to the back and forth, right, are close. And I will say on the record that I believe that 50 Cent would be more forthcoming with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s finance than anybody else. That being said, look, man, I got to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Ship will sail, man. Look, pick a topic one of these days soon, and we're gonna do one. How about that, buddy? How about that? Who else we got in the chat? Nancy Banulos. Hi. Who else we got in there? Suarez Jr. That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded, Junior. Junior in the comment section said, you can't. Yeah, actually, he's not the first one that said that. He said, I'm going to pronounce that right. Suarez. Suarez Jr. said, You can't trust or believe somebody who can't even read. Now, that has been an allegation that Floyd can't read. Wow, that's pretty low, Junior. Miss, no, Ma Lesti Leapy, I swear I was in your life a while ago. Well, I would hope so. Whatever that means. But anyway, y'all, I got to get up out of here because I got to go get me some rest. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't had no rest since I've been back. My kids has been here and they left today. Thank God. And it's been all work. And listen, let me say this in all fairness. For a 76-year-old man that can still get up and do the exact same thing that y'all is doing at 30 and whatever, right? I am truly blessed. What say you? Ship will sail? Holla. Later, y'all.